ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting day of UHart Overwatch playing. We've got the University of Hartford versus Sienna College, and I think this one's gonna be another banger. The University of Hartford currently sitting at a comfortable 4-0 record, I think, while Sienna is 2-2. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, and as we pull up those stats, thank you everybody for joining us today. It's going to be another UHeart banger, just like Adam said, and obviously you have your casters back. Back from a little bit of an odd week off, but thank you so much to, I believe it was Mipeno and Nift, who assisted in the cast last week. But you're back with your normal casters. I am probably Peter, and right above me on my screen, but to the side of me is Eric Culver on your screen. And we're really excited to bring this match to you. Sienna versus UHeart. We'll have the stats on it in a second, but UHeart is undefeated so far. Really want to see the pressure from them to keep that. The hunger to make it go forward and maybe make it a 5-0 would be fantastic. But you know, they're going up against another week of opponents, and they could throw anything at them, especially after a brand new patch earlier today, which did kind of put supports on life alert today. So it's going to be really interesting to see how not only UHeart adapts to this, but to see if Sienna can utilize that to throw something at them that's going to be wildly different. But we are going to be heading into our first one right here. As do you have the stats on Sienna? Where are they at? 2-2.
In the process of pulling it up. Didn't
Okay.
have it on me, but
Well, that's okay. We can talk instead about the name game as well as the fact that we're getting into Ilios. So if you're watching from home, we do have Ilios coming up first. We are going to be on Well, which means True Blade 16 on the tank for UHeart. Does have to watch out about falling into the well or he will be lambasted. But we have True Blade 16 on the tank role, Blackout on the support, Orimuru and Cranky for DPS, and then to fill out the support role, we have Revan, no longer 1982. And then on the side of Sienna College, we have Sethri, Captain Kilo G, Booker, Life, and Mr. Altitude. And as we get to see some of these in-spawn picks, I think I'm going to have to give the name game over to Sienna again. University of Hartford still has the same name issues from True Blade 16 to Blackout with a 0 that are definitely still kind of poking at the back of my mind. But two things I definitely want to point out that are really sick. Mr. Altitude is a fantastic name, especially if they continue playing the Pharah, because if they are a spacey, flying character main, and their name is Mr. Altitude, that's just a lot of points along the board. And Captain Kilo G. So we're going to be hitting into it, Ilios, and we are seeing the exact same things kept here as Sienna rolls it on the Diva comp with a Pharah Mercy and then an Ana Genji. So a lot of synergy they have there, but will the comp itself be able to beat what you might have a classic Big Rush?
Orimuru on the Genji finds the first kill against Captain Kilo G, and Mr. Altitude does get the trade on Cranky. His True Blade going deep into the backline finds two squishies of the Pharah and Ana. Orimuru now looking just to find these final stagger kills as his team captures the objective, and that is a more or less clean first fight win for the University of Hartford.
And I kind of alluded to it earlier, but the patch did include things beyond just the support nerfs. We also saw some changes to Diva, not significant enough for me to even vibe them playing it right now. But you can see the difference between a Diva who passively does pretty much 0 damage and True Blade 16 who just walked right past him, is able to just walk in, get the kill onto the Cassidy, and just walk away. And I mean, that's just the difference between the two options that you have between Diva and Junker Queen. Junker Queen's a lot stronger overall, I think. But the utility from Diva could help out. It's going to require a lot of team play. As Sienna still holding here as we get to nearly 40% for the side of UHeart on this point.
Now, I've got to say, it almost makes me uncomfortable to see Diva with the slight movement speed increase that she got in this recent patch. I believe it increased from a 30% speed debuff to a 40%? Or
from 40% down to 30% debuff.
Okay, so she moves quicker now. And it almost makes me uncomfortable to see, because I've just, you know, become so accustomed to the pacing a standard Diva gets. She also did receive a secondary buff to her micro missiles as they fire slightly faster.
And that could be incredibly large. The burst potential is definitely there for Diva players now. However, we do see that Diva kind of get rolled over in that fight as we're nearing 80% in a last fight territory for Sienna College, a big effort towards this point. not really having the presence on that point just yet. And that carries incredibly low, has to teleport away. Cranky's able to get one. Sethry's able to find one in the backline, though. However, Revan going down. Triple 16 almost making the cardinal sin, and a bomb comes out on the side of Sethry as they get demeched. And a barrage that manages to find Blackout, but is able to be finished off. True Blade 16 incredibly low, thinking about whether or not he wants to get back on this point. Cranky shaking and baking on the side, but he does not have the same mercy pocket this D.Va does, and the D.Va's able to easily clean up that Sojourn. But Blade's still out on the side of Orochimaru. Are they going to be able to flip this? No shot.
Looks like they wanted to try, but the Kitsune Rush coming out from Life for Sienna College was just a little too powerful, a little too much for Hartford to make any plays against. As Sienna College does secure the first fight win for their team as they start to tick up the percentage.
And as we watch this POV, I want to give a shout out to Super Hoopla in chat. I also think that Life having their support and having the name Life very, very clean. As we hope that they're able to give some life here as a beat comes out, saving the lives of the UHart team here. However, that health is going away rather quickly. Orochimaru was able to get rid of the copy on the side of Sienna College. True Blade 16 trying to trace down this Kiriko, but with a rapid movement and the wall climbing, the TPs are not able to. Oh, that's one into the well. Baby D.Va going down. Yeah, Mr. Altitude also falling off.
I think Life did too. I think Life on the Kiriko fell into the well too.
Oh, and the melee counted. Wow, as we see, 99% tick right over to the University of Hartford overtime, and that's going to be first point of Ilios well going towards the University of Hartford. Sorry, I had to hold my breath there. Even though it's overtime, even though we won the round, if he fell in the well there, I would have driven up to Hartford now. Right now.
And I would not have blamed you for a second. But I'm proud to say Triple Blade 16 was not among the members to fall into the Ilios well today. But as we move over to Lighthouse, as we see it's a beautiful beacon, it looks so much less cool on low res.
Yeah, wow, that is not very swaggy. I gotta get you a new PC for casting.
But we still have environmental locations, and it's very possible for a player like True Blade 16 to get pushed off by Sethry on the Orisa Sentry character. A little bit of wordplay coming out from the tank of Sienna College. Love to see it. Totally unintentional. I'm sure they came up with that name about 4 years ago. But nonetheless, Booker brought really low right off the start on the Lucio. Ampeel's just come a little bit too late as Captain Killog falls with a large help from Revan with the anti-nade. And now, University of Hartford just setting up shop. They've got complete control now that the Bastion is out of the picture. They set the backline up on the objective to capture. They start ticking up as Sienna College is starting to push back in here.
Yeah, but we see a complete swap in ideologies from both of these teams. Ooh, Mr. Altitude finds an incredible pick on Orochimaru, but University of Hartford playing a lot more wider, trying to just get picks off by playing sides and angles better. And that's exactly what Sienna College wanted to do last round. However, now we see them trying to bunker onto point. And we might see a little bit more of an effective strategy here, especially with the point that's much more bunkerable. However, this map is really good for not only bunker, but for these cross angles. It's really just going to come down to execution rather than ideology, and who can execute their plan better. And for the University of Hartford, this with plan could be very large, especially with an Anna with an anti-nade here, and no real way to defer it besides a really well-timed jab spin.
As you said, the member I'm really looking for here is Mr. Revan on the Ana. If he hits a good anti-nade or a well-timed nano boost, just like that, True Blade 16 going in deep, looking to get some kills on the backline, not finding anything yet, but does force out a rather rushed Kitsune rush, and nothing is falling on either side. Cranky, though, does find one with the Bastion ultimate during their duplication. Orochimaru with the Pulse Bomb, looking to make some magic happen.
Ooh,
finds two in the corner, looks for it, sticks the Lucio, finds the Bastion as well. May now pulls out the Blizzard, hoping to secure this fight as Revan and Blackout and Cranky making some magic happen. 1 HP. How's he not dead? Oh!
Hit a bullet.
Coming out, the remake from True Blade helps secure it. Well, almost secures it. Few seconds left, and finally, University of Hartford turned this back in their favor.
Yeah, we are looking at a 1.5 fight territory for Sienna College if they can cap and hold off for 1.5 fights. They should be able to win this round. University of Hartford, however, setting up in a better position. Once this map opens up, their ideology of wanting to play wide as they can really does help them because they have multiple high grounds to actually get. You see a
Massive
huge
anti-nade.
anti coming in.
Where did Revan throw that from? Perfect placement from this opposite side high ground as he hits a great anti-nade. The Suzu is just a hair too late. Again, 2 antied on the side of Sienna College, and well, Hartford just trying to look to capitalize. Cranky swaps over to the Lucio with the duplicate. Not what he was hoping to do. And now, Orimuru just doing his best to kill this Bastion. It's a little impossible with no crit hit mark during that turret form. Another headshot from Mr. Altitude onto Orimuru, and it looks like Sienna might be winning this fight, although it's still a little gray as Blackout and Cranky are still left alive.
Yeah, we see them drop in right now at 95%, trying to prevent them from actually capping, or at the very least give them OT. There's only 3 on point. The bunker isn't as strong without the Orisa. Could be very large for the University of Hartford here. However, Kilo G managed to find one onto the Mercy. Triple 16 gets a bomb kill and is able to remake. Be very large. A pulse online for Orimuru. Cranky's able to find one, and O-time is now ticking. It's Cassidy off point, not bunkered with the rest of his squad. Could be really large if Orimuru is able to secure this kill. Gets mega.
Great
However,
stick,
with the
though.
stick, able to go back to the point.
Does find the stick onto the Cassidy and helps follow up on the Orisa. The team finishes Mr. Altitude on the May, and 57% on the board for the University of Hartford as Sienna College reaches the 99% threshold. 1 fight territory, either party more or less, and that's going to seal the deal for this round.
And University of Hartford definitely facing a Sienna College that is now revving its engines at full blast. Not holding that primary high ground. If they could, they probably would, but however, push back into a more precarious position. Having to fight this bunker as they try and get over to the point.
Great anti-nade! Booker and all of his teammates now caught at 1 HP. Trueblade 16 able to find him. Cranky again duplicating the Lucio. I love to see it. Love to hear the reaction in the comms when that happens, because it's just Lucio in the kill feed. 2 from Blackout, 2 from Cranky, I believe, and Booker not going to be able to reach the objective in time to force the overtime, and University of Hartford take map number 1 in a decisive 2-0 fashion.
And it was a great effort from Sienna College to come alive on that second round. Mr. Altitude with incredibly influential right clicks onto the head of the Tracer. However, the University of Hartford just kind of perfecting, as you can see through that play of the game. Rather impressive headshots. Great May walls to be able to isolate as well. But the University of Hartford just playing a little bit more gritty, having the ability to just get back onto these points and rotate a lot stronger with their floatier, more wide comp than the Sienna College was able to play. So, a strong effort from both teams here, but University of Hartford comes out 1-0 on Ilios as we head into our next map, which I don't even actually remember what map type comes second in NACE Star League. If you could illuminate me.
If I had to guess,
probably hybrid.
Hybrid.
They have selected in already advanced chat. We are going to be heading over to Kings Row here, which is a very interesting call from Sienna College. I think that the brawl that we saw early on in the first round of Well on Ilios was really strong. Even though it was a JQ as opposed to a Reinhardt, I don't necessarily know who... I don't necessarily know what UHart's been playing in scrims. I don't know whether or not any team right now is playing anything like strong and every single team is playing that. But on the brawl, I think I do favor the University of Hartford after seeing both from these teams. There was not a lot of response to antis or large scale pushes. The tank did not kite as hard as they needed to on that first round of Well for the Triple 16 running into the backline. So I think that there could be some synergy issues between the players of Sienna College that are going to prevent them from really playing Brawl versus Brawl to a high level, especially since what I know about the University of Hartford, they're well synergized. They play very well together, especially in Brawl scenarios. So this could be another map towards University of Hartford. We've got to see it play out.
Now we're going to be getting into our next map here. As you said, Kings Row is on the table, and I'm looking forward to it. University of Hartford pulling out the looking to run the Junker Queen with the Bastion and Symmetra. We don't see a lot of Symmetra outside of like the Overwatch League top contenders level, just because of the coordination that a Symmetra can require. Right? Symmetra has such a powerful tool in that teleporter because she can place a teleporter anywhere on the map and just reposition. Whether you roll around this corner and just drop a teleporter on top of the back line, or perhaps put it up onto the high ground, any of these options completely changes the game.
Absolutely, and it's going to be really, really influential. We see them already making this fast rotation, and it's not just about the teleporters, but it's about the Lucio speed boost as well for them to get over these like small little humps. They wait for the teleporter to come back, playing up against a Sig comp. They know that these rotations could be incredibly strong as they just push them back into this corner near Hotel. Now they're sitting right above them, distance closed, ready to just drop on and take point at the same time. This is a really, really good position for the University of Hartford as long as they don't get poked out too hard. They gotta make a decision fast instead of just waiting and disseminating on this.
TP comes out from Cranky, and just by patience and good... Oh, that's a massive axe swing! Just from good patience and teleporter repositioning, the University of Hartford have completely taken control of this map. Although, lots of pressure coming out from a high damage composition of the Soldier Mei with the Brig. And Sethri is finding a lot of kills on this hostile Sigma.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier off cam, but the Sigma can be incredibly strong in both scenarios, both a brawl and poke scenario, and that strength, especially with his AoE graviton balls, I do not know what they're actually called, but his primary fire can be incredibly large, especially into these brawl comps where they want to play grouped up. However, we did see some really large axes on the side of Trueblade 16. Could be every single thing that they need if they keep on playing like that, but we do see University of Hartford not opt to play as circuitous. Instead, they just go straight in, but Orimuru is a bait that is then taken. No follow-up from the University of Hartford. However, they have isolated the Mei. But Sethri is able to find another rock, and this is an incredible Sig play so far from Sethri on Sienna College.
Now it looks like it's just going to be a necessary reset here from Trueblade. A late stagger, but a final death all the same. As Sienna College already taken off 2 minutes on the clock, and they are set up with a full 5 ultimates coming into this next fight.
This is going to be very brutal for University of Hartford unless they are able to bait out every single one of these ults. The ult economy is very much swayed towards the side of Sienna College. However, with this many ults, you oftentimes see an issue where teams over ult and over invest into fights. But we see a short rotation here as they get through Hotel onto point immediately. Already have a point, or already have a cap, or sorry, tick of this point. Let's see if they're able to get another one. As oh, the full commit.
That is a massive rampage coming out from Trueblade 16, and just so much damage being pumped out on this Junker Queen. But does get frozen by the Mei of Mr. Altitude, and it's just Orimuru and Cranky remaining, and they're gonna fall.
However, a great thing to come out of this is we have equalized the economy with a slight bend towards the University of Hartford. Cranky close to the sim wall, Orimuru having the ult in Bastion's artillery form. But Captain Kill OG still having the visor here could be very deadly, especially if they stay on the high ground there. But an equalized ult economy could be everything the University of Hartford needs as they head into the last minute of their attack here.
And I'm glad to see Trueblade 16 making this decision to switch over to Sigma. Junker Queen was just not finding the value that they wanted from all of this ranged pressure that Sienna College was throwing at them. The, tack visor being thrown out from Captain Kill OG, and he can't really find much because of a great sim wall from Cranky on the Symmetra for Hartford. And all it took was a lot of ultimates from both sides and a Sigma swap. As Hartford finally, with just 20 seconds to spare, takes the first objective of King's Row.
The University of Hartford, that was a pivotal swap. I think that the Sigma slots very well into this comp right now. Provides a lot of extra shield mobility, a lot more protection than the JQ is able to. So the JQ's job is just to run in there, get as many kills as possible, try and live as long as they can with the sustain that they get from bleed. But Sigma instead just has a lot more utility to be able to do a lot of those same things whilst having a great poke option pre-fight as well.
A little bit of a disconnect.
Trade there, but Flicker able to find one as well.
Sethri still just being a constant presence on this Sigma, putting out ridiculous pressure into the Hartford backline as he does find that kill onto Cranky, perhaps with the help of some of his team. And now Trueblade 16 with the Sigma looking to hit the backline. A great immortality field coming out from Life, keeping the life up for his team. Is again Sethri not not getting that support that his Lucio had during the Gravitic Fluxes. The rest of Sienna College is just going to fall over.
This is a great push from the University of Hartford as well. That was a solid flux, forced them back, had the Sig go and kite, and then even from there, just a great 5-on-5 fight there for the University of Hartford, as they should be able to utilize this to contest, or at the very least force a last-second contest from Sienna College for point 2.
And it looks like Sethri is going to be looking to get that touch, but unfortunately so much pressure coming out from the numbers advantage of Hartford. There's not going to be much of an option. A great grenade kill from Orimuru as he just has complete control of this high ground. And this is one of the great strengths of Symmetra. And Hartford has been doing this really well in the past few weeks of these matches, is whenever they show up on King's Row, Cranky is there with the Sim TP, and Orimuru is up there.
Oh my god. So I also have my Overwatch open. I'm also in this match. I did just get to watch Revan walk off high ground. It was just straight up a mistake. I wish I could clip that. That was brutal. However, University of Hartford's still in this with 2 minutes to attack on the second point. The Maywall not able to get their Bastion onto the high ground like they wanted. However, Grenade manages to get them there. As the University of Hartford starts to re-attack here. But once again, the ult economy very much on the side. Actually, pretty even. Has a great teleport kill for Revan as he just teleports in, finishes off with a Bastion there. A wall on the side of Sienna College, but not enough. A lot of ults being invested here.
Oh!
Ooh, not up there, not back there. Revan trying to do the dance of the devil. Manages to get out with his life.
Great jukes and just great just uptime from Revan on this Baptiste right now. Keeping his team alive. Immortality, Sound Barrier coming out from Blackout is Revan, again, just sitting on this high ground, a constant threat.
Oh, but Revan, the aim is very sick. He's doing a lot from that high ground, managing to keep up his entire team in every single scenario so they can just take these aggressive angles. Nice rock from Trueblade 16, and that's going to finish off the map. Attack phase for the University of Hartford, finishing off with 1 minute and 4 seconds after a pretty slow start. A very, very good turnaround from them. Hopefully they stick with the Sigma the rest of the way through here, as it's seemingly working out very, very well for this University of Hartford team. Better than the Sienna College.
I really think that Sigma swap is something Hartford's going to have to consider a lot. Whether it's something they want to just start rolling out with, or perhaps, just trust it and swap to it quicker depending on enemy compositions. It's something they've been practicing and they've developed clearly. It was a tool in their toolkit. They pulled it out when they saw they needed it, and it just worked.
Yeah, it worked incredibly well. I'm glad to hear that they have also been practicing it, because Sigma has definitely been very strong in the meta, as we've seen from being played, not only in the World Cup this weekend, but also in contenders, and a lot of high-level scrims have seen quite a lot of Sigma usage. Coordinating it with your team is incredibly solid, but you could see the heavy amounts of utility as well as the multiple disciplines that Sigma is able to master, from both poke to playing a little bit more brawly. The only thing that they can't sadly do is dive unless they have their ult, but don't tell anybody that. That would be very goofy to try and get a Sigma into a dive comp, but doing 2 out of 3 ain't bad, because University of Hartford sets up for their defense here with the Sigma.
I'm looking to see how the team plays. Orimuru is constantly looking for these Maywalls, but headshots are just as good, some might say.
I think a lot of people would say, especially as we see they have to just slow down this entire fight.
Alright. Oh, Hartford going really aggressive now. They see this window of opportunity as the team tries running away, but Hartford just says, nah, you're not getting away from me that easily. Uh-oh, Blackout, the only one in there right now, but a little bit of redditing, styling on the opposition, and okay, this is overconfident.
To an extent, however, they're able to make it out with a lot of help from their team. Revan once again holding it down on the support line, doing a fantastic job on this Baptiste, but no shield, and that's going to be consistent from both of these Sigmas, as there's such high amounts of damage from every single member of both teams. Thought a kill came out. However, the University of Hartford still even right now with Sienna College. However, holding them back, which is really, really solid. A TP, however, into the high ground. University of Hartford forcing the back up here. However, Orimoru able to find life halfway through that.
Revan has the amplification matrix available should Sienna College decide to drop. Oh, Orimural goes for a TP play and just TPs his whole team up onto the high ground himself. Lucio perhaps. I missed the rest to be honest, but Sienna College kind of just scrambling against the just a raw aggression of Hartford.
A great beat on the side of Blackout on the side of University of Hartford, and then a reverse beat and Flux, almost the exact same play back. Played both sides. A great rock and deflect of rock for Trueblade 16. This is really a true Sigma battle, and Trueblade 16 is coming out on top as Cranky's able to finish off 2 with his artillery strike. A lot of ultimates used on both sides here, but the University of Hartford still in a very good position, still holding on to one of the stronger ults here. Oh, and Sienna College potentially swapping over to something that this ult can counter very well as they go over to the JQ on the side of Sethri.
I've got to say, when I saw them locking the Ryan, I got excited. Not just because I'm a Ryan enthusiast, but I think Reinhardt is to an extent.
Ooh,
I think Reinhardt is a soft
freeze.
contender. Orimaru, though, doesn't care what tank Sethri is playing. Is as you said, just a massive blizzard comes out and, well, the Sienna College wasn't getting that dream rotation they were looking for.
Yeah, and we're once again heading into that same territory the University of Hartford does on first point attack, now defending against it with only 1 minute left on the clock here, and them still trying to stick with this fast comp play. The wall comes out on the side of Orimoru, a lamp as well, forced really, really early. However, a wall on the side of Sienna College's Symmetra does a fantastic job to be able to split them off and force the entirety of University of Hartford back. They try and wall off this Baptiste ult, but they do have a point and they get their first tick. However, all of University of Hartford still alive. They might be able to make a push back onto this. They're going to give 2 ticks. Here comes out the Flux. A great focus onto the Lucio. Lucio 1 HP. A huge rock on the side of Trueblade 16. And we are once again back in control of this poke with 37 seconds left. This is going to have to be a fast reset on the side of Sienna College if they want to keep us alive.
Oh, a nice rock, but it's not quite enough damage to take out Captain Kill OG. Is Hartford gonna be relying on the Blizzard and the Bastion Sentry. What do you call the ult?
Artillery for
Artillery strike, yes. And Sethri coming in with a massive 4-person Blizzard, but Orimaru looking to turn it around as he matches it with an ult of his own.
Yeah, and the University of Hartford looking incredibly good here as we take over to overtime. Reaper's still alive, but they never actually built Blossom. Incredibly tough as they are at 50% and not able to touch a well-timed sentry on the side of Cranky to hold off that point. And University of Hartford wins on Kings Row against Sienna College 3-0. Great effort on the side of University of Hartford, not only on the push to swap and make that decision, but then to keep it on defense and just face every single new coming challenge. You see a great play of the game on the side of Orimoru, getting a 3-man freeze, 2 headshots, and a couple bodies to finish off the whole thing. Great effort from the entirety of University of Hartford there, but I definitely want to give a huge shout out to Revan, who did a fantastic job supporting the team through multiple different comps, even on the same hero, and managed to just not only keep them alive, but provide a lot of ancillary damage, which led to picks and a lot of first fight picks as well. Not even just mid fight sprays and praise. Instead, a lot of first picks in fights as well. So huge shout out to Revan as well. Great effort as University of Hartford goes up 2-0 after Kings Row. And we should be heading into Survasa as we are calling maps rather quickly on the side of Sienna College. They seem to have a game plan ready to go, and this could be the turning. Survasa is definitely a major change in pace from what the University of Hartford has been seeing so far.
And I'm gonna, I watching that play the game of Orimaru, it was a great Blizzard. What it makes me think of is a clip that I have of the exact same situation. It was during a NACE match while I was in college, probably 2 years ago at this point. Same position on the map. May Blizzard drops down. One problem with it. it's about 180p.
Oh, incredibly tough. Yeah. I hate, every single gamer hates that whenever you take clips accidentally ending up in 180p or the compression going crazy or just something going wrong with the frame rates off. It's all just disgusting, and we all wish we could have like giga beefy computers all just able to take in all of our clips, all of our highlights, every single success that we have. But instead we have streams like this where we get to use somebody else's PC and get to watch some of the amazingness on the side. So hopefully you guys are enjoying all of this commentary for the University of Hartford versus Sienna College. Hartford's currently up 2-0 to Sienna College, but we're having some technical difficulties, so I think we'll just hang out and vibe. Yeah, I don't
Fair
know.
enough.
How's your Halloween going? What'd you go as for Halloween today?
I went as a Mr. Beast fan wearing my Team Trees sweatshirt.
Nice,
Totally,
nice, nice.
totally not just my everyday. But yeah, what about yourself?
Oh, I went as a liberal.
Oh.
Yeah, we live among you.
Hmm.
But we do see Sienna calling the R in chat, so we're going to get right back into this game as we head into Survasa. And this is an opportunity for Sienna to stop this push, and we're already up 2-0 for the University of Hartford. Could be incredibly scary for Sienna, but they come in confidently. They dealt with the technical issues. They should be able to come back as fast as possible and maybe do something amazing here, but we'll never know until we see it. Maybe you went as a...
Anyways, uh, 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 Hartford getting into this next game.
We're professional casters.
I love this job. I need a raise.
You're getting paid?
Can I get my salary doubled, please?
I could double your salary.
Bro, you make twice as much as me. Shut up.
I'm like 5 times up there.
The joke is that we have not gotten any Twitch subs in a long time. So if you've got a Twitch Prime, use it at twitch.tv/airculver. Because that money goes to the casters and this money doesn't. Anyways, we've got Ori. I wish I didn't start eating this cracker.
Yeah, it's a bit tough. I could take over for you, however, as we do see Orimaru on the Genji, on the Survasa. It's honestly a really good play, but we do see a sim that's going to slow down the entirety of the University of Hartford's aggression, as they are on a faster comp here, but great damage on the side of Orimaru. Triple A 16 able to find an incredibly influential axe, or Immortality already forced out. Triple A 16 able to find 3 and a Jagged Blade hit. Shout out to Nift FPS in chat who said that he does not hit Jagged Blades. He does, in fact, hit one singular Jagged Blade out of 60. So, you know, that's pretty okay, actually. But University of Hartford able to take this first point, and that's so impactful, especially on Flashpoint, when you have so much speed on the tick rate for this point. We're already at 20%, soon to be 50, soon to be an entire point. We might see barely 2 fights here as Sienna College comes back in, and I'm hoping that you would finish your cracker because I need water.
And it's worth mentioning, I didn't finish my cracker. I simply set it down as soon as I said I wish I didn't start eating this cracker. But as another important thing worth mentioning is that this might be the first time throughout this whole match that we have seen a full mirror matchup.
Pause.
I went to pause. Oh!
I'm so happy that you managed to do that. However, nobody hitting the pause. Derek asleep at the wheel. Dusty! Dusty Bun! Dusty Bun! Gonna need a pause. Oh, never mind. It's Mr. Altitude as Dusty Bun, not the actual person. Mr. Altitude instead just saying pause and restarting the match because they were on. Okay, I saw this and I didn't say anything. They were on open queue hero pools, health pools. Yep, I'm Himothy Neutron. Yep. So they were on health pools that were wrong. So it's 100% understandable that they did actually fully reset the match. JQ was at 300 health. I thought that the blocks looked small, but I didn't want to say anything because I felt really bad about the last couple times. I don't believe we've seen this earlier. I feel like we saw Orisa POV and we saw 400 HP or 450 HP, but We'll have to go back and check the VOD. If you are eagle-eyed viewers at home, please double check and see. Maybe we have some clips from earlier. However, for right now, we gotta just assume that it's only Survasa, as Flashpoint does have a myriad of bugs when it comes to the gameplay editor, as well as just running custom games as well. So hopefully that is the only case that we have here today. But University of Hartford still looking solid with an extra 150 health. I'm sure that their JQ is going to be able to live just a little bit longer. But I'm glad somebody noticed, as it's really, really important that we get this right instead of having this last map potentially called Into Ruin. As I'm going to stop talking as you eat another bite of that cracker. What do you have to say, Eric Culver? Good cracker, huh? You know what else is a good cracker? Ted Kaczynski. It's a good cracker.
Yeah. I'm not.
Oh, okay,
the one
wait, I'm
hosting
sorry.
today.
We have a little bit of information from Dusty Derek. Oh, actually, never mind. They have been shot and killed. That's very tough for University of Hartford. We all loved him. Really, really tragic, however. Uh, hopefully they're okay. Well, they got shot and killed, so I don't think they're okay. But I hope they find peace in the afterlife, as we instead here get to see the current life, and that's going to be the support on the side of Sienna College as we get back into Survasa for the first time, as if nothing ever happened. University of Hartford with an opportunity once again to stunt on these hoes, as you would. Is the cracker done?
There are only 2 more left in the bag.
No, I was asking if you're done eating them. But University of Hartford back at it again on Survasa. Very excited to see if they're able to replicate their successes so far, if the 150 HP is going to stop them. However, the University of Hartford did a great job of not focusing on the tank last fight. Once again, we see the prevalence of playing JQ is just running past the tank, getting deep into their backline and messing them up. The University of Hartford on some goofy awe right now. Hopefully they're going to swap over to the comp that they know they have to play, as we do see Trueblade 16 hop right back over to the JQ. And yeah, the University of Hartford in a great position here. They know how to win. They
Whoa.
just did it a couple minutes ago.
Whoa.
And it's exciting.
What on earth are they cooking?
Oh, wait, they're cooking something. Ooh, wait. We call this a Take Or special taken over by Get Corned. This is, in fact, a Moira. Very hype, as we see the golden nails on the side of Revan. A huge heal orb going forward, but they're going to have to actually stay inside of that, which is why heal orbs have definitely been kind of phased out. Captain OG getting a kill as well, as Mr. Altitude's able to find off the first pick of this new map. And the slight change in comp here, definitely tough for the University of Hartford. They're going to take a lot more damage. They need to be a lot more consistent in actually killing things, especially with the Moira in the mix here. It's rather tough for the University of Hartford. Have they scrimmed this? As the coach of the team, do you know if they've scrimmed with the Moira before?
I have not seen Revan play Moira in a scrim in a very long time, as we instantly see Orimaru and Cranky switching back over to the tried and true Genji Sojourn duo. I'm not entirely sure why we saw that come out, but you know, it was fun to see. It was fun.
Hey, sometimes you want to twerk up, just try and look for something, see if you can actually get it. But University of Hartford instead, just swapping back over to what they know is true and know what actually works. Is Trueblade 16 trying to get in deep into the backline. However, Sienna College's tank also doing the same. Sethri able to get in pretty deep, provide a lot of damage. A good jagged knife onto the JQ, or sorry, onto the Sojourn, as Sojourn's 1 HP. Orimaru able to find off another and finish off the lamp as well. That's one Sojourn. Please, somebody kill her, as Orimaru was able to finish her out. And Trueblade 16 able to find another. This should be a point flip over to University of Hartford. But we see the speed of Flashpoint is what's really important here, as I mean, they're already at, Sienna College already at nearly 90% on the board. University of Hartford just capping it for the first time. So this could be perilous for the University of Hartford as they enter into like a half fight scenario.
And that is the danger, you know, of running out on a silly comp. Like, it was fun to see, and I'm glad they did it. But they're going to have to now, you know, pay for their consequences. 89% was given up for free just because of a risky decision. A fun but risky decision.
Yeah, and sorry, I did kind of lose track mentally, but if we're talking about the risky decision of the Moira, we do actually have some info on that, as we see Orimaru come out with the blade, getting 2 influential picks, very, very large. Booker, next one to fall. What we do see from NIF FPS in chat,
next one to fall?
Maybe not the next one to fall, is Orimaru kind of falling asleep at the wheel. Took a little bit too much melatonin before this match, huh? As we do get some information from the University of Hartford's substitute member. NIFFPS in chat did say that Sean, i.e. Revan, did DM him earlier asking if it was a-okay for them to throw out the Moira, and they did give him the a-okay. So even though it was ran and now dropped already, we might see that a little bit more in the future as we see a great a beat in response to the JQ ult. Not a beat on the side of the University of Hartford. Ooh, actually we do see one. As points now in OT, a blade on the side of Mr. Altitude. Revan able to keep everybody alive here. Don't have to fight off this Baptiste though.
Lamp comes out, trying to keep his Junker-kun alive, just playing the two-man game as Orimaru and Blackout are playing their own, and looks like Revan and Trueblade are just making ends meet over here on the objective, denying any flip coming through for Sienna College's life. Has his life taken away, and Hartford moves on to start this next objective battle.
Yeah, and a little zigzag from Orimaru. A little excited as they get over to this next point, and they're going to get there first. I'm assuming they're all going to the right point, but I don't have waypoints on, so I can't actually tell. Ooh, white box of victory. Or sorry, the white box of potential. As University of Hartford sets up great position for them as they start to go forward as well, trying to hold inside of this room, prevent them from getting into this long corridor, as neither team is really playing a long-range comp. It's just long-range poke. University of Hartford setting around this corner, denying the jagged blade by hiding around that corner. Very good from Revan. A lamp, or sorry, window and lamp coming out on the side of University of Hartford as Cranky's able to find one through it, and a great combination of ults. Booker once again very low. Orimaru trying to chase him down. Trueblade 16 able to finish him off though, as the Sojourn should be next.
Sojourn nearly following. Oh, but he just gets taken out.
Not next.
Orimaru falls just a mere inches away from a mega health pack. A great shot comes out from Captain Kilo G, and he actually opts to switch off the Sojourn over to the Cassidy, perhaps looking for a tool to help handle Orimaru on the Genji and Blackout just a little bit better.
Yeah, as well as being able to fully cancel a Trueblade 16 ult. When it comes to JQ, you just get fully stopped if you time the Cassidy grenade well enough. And we are going to be coming up close to that as both teams getting very, very close to JQ ultimates. However, Orimaru with the blade online and available. One member low as we see Orimaru whip it, going into the backline, able to finish off a lamp, trying to look for another, able to find the Baptiste. Could be very large. I swear I saw somebody fall off the map, but I don't think that it got counted. Oh, must have just been a dead body as, once again, University of Hartford, 99%. This should be an easy take as they go over to this third point. University of Hartford looking really good on the Survasa.
I think that Ethan that you thought you saw, I think Blackout did get a environmental boop, but finished him off with the primary fire before the body ever reached the ground.
Wow, and the University of Hartford's backline, once again, just looking absolutely fantastic. We do see a shout out from the chat, and that's going to be a Baptiste, and I'm putting that in my lexicon almost immediately. Very, very impressive from not only Revan, but from Blackout as well. As Sienna College being given a gimme by the Overwatch gods, getting to point first because of random spawn locations, as the University of Hartford inches onto this point before it even unlocks. Orimaru incredibly low, able to get healed up once again. Backline doing a fantastic job on the side of University of Hartford.
Looks like Mr. Altitude's on the Genji, pulls out the blade, does find Blackout, but it seems like the fight is already all but lost for Hartford. Is down 2, down 3, down 4, and Sienna College already at 30% because of how early they captured the objective. Now looking to make this realistically just a 2-fight objective.
Yeah, especially with how fast Flashpoint moves. University of Hartford gonna have to make some crucial money moves to be able to get in on this fight. We might not even see a second fight here, as they're moving over rather slowly. It's gonna have to be very, very speedy for the University of Hartford to take one fast fight and then potentially another if they do lose it. But let's just see if they could win it right here. Ults online for the University of Hartford. We have Window as well as Overclock. A great combination from last point. Let's see if they're able to whip it again and do it properly. So they seem to rotate all the way over. Not looking to go coast fully, or yep, nope, looking to go coast is Revan. Opting to set up in a good position for this window. Able to pump out a lot of damage. As the Overclock also just shoots right back into him with a Genji deflect. Be careful about that one. Oh, and a great body shot.
I believe that was through the Baptiste window, just to get that double damage. Even though it was a body shot, still pumping out a full 200.
And a great effort from the University of Hartford as they do manage to take it over. But at 99, this is a half fight scenario for Sienna College to be able to just get back in, cap it, even mid-fight, cap it, and force them off the point. But however, Orimoru setting the pace here as they're able to get a pick on the way out of Sienna College. That's going to be great as they have to wait for a full 5-man group up, especially with that Genji as close as they are to ult. But they got 4 others online. The University of Hartford only having 3. But
Significant
a big
ult significant ult disadvantage for the University of Hartford, but it is once again down to like a one fight territory. Oh, but a 2 ult combo come out from both teams as Trueblade goes in with the Rampage. Death Blossom comes out from Captain Kellogg and a Sound Barrier. Members following from both sides. Blackout pulls out the Sound Barrier too just to try to sustain the team through all of this chaos. And great shots coming up from both Blackout and Revan as the support duo just dominates.
Wow, as the University of Hartford wins that Survasa after so many ults were just thrown at the wall, but none of them stuck.
That was rather sensational to see from the 2 members of Hartford there.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what we talked about for the entirety of this. We didn't get to see it as much, but even with all of these changes to supports that have been made, we still see just the absolute gappage from the backline of University of Hartford doing every single thing that they possibly can to be able to keep up their team and support them to create these magical moments. I really do think that today's player of the match is going to have to go over to Revan 1982 no longer, Sean, as he did a fantastic job on the Baptiste pretty much the entirety of the time. Might have tried out on the Moira for a little bit, but they're still learning. And I think that for right now, Baptiste is definitely good enough as it's one of the strongest heroes we see on the side of Revan. So I'm really big up on Revan for the player of the match here, but we got to hear the insight as well. What did you think, Eric Alder?
I think Revan is just about always a player of the match candidate. He's become just so consistent on this Baptiste. And, you know, if you see Revan pulling out that character, you know whatever's going to happen, it'll be reliable and it'll be strong. So I think it's just always a good choice. Another perhaps underrated character would be Blackout on that Lucio. Perhaps a little bit of recency bias is we saw him just dumpster on 2 people during that final fight. Complete madness, but, you know, still comes out with 2 final blows on the Lucio. And even during, you know, the round before, gets that environmental kill, gets just a handful of final blows, which you don't see a lot of with the Lucio and with the main support in general, but Blackout finds a way.
Absolutely, and I'm hoping that we're going to be able to get an interview as well, so I'm going to shout out every single person in the chat for any questions for Revan. But a great effort overall for the entirety of the backline of University of Hartford as well as the front line. Everybody did a great job today as University of Hartford goes up 5-0 into their NACE Star League season. 6-0.
I had it wrong. I believe it is 6-0 at this point.
Jeez, University of Hartford doing great 6 weeks in, absolutely slaying the entire game. And we're excited to see if we can get this this player of the match to speak a little bit about what it feels like to not only do as well as they did, but answer some questions from the chat. So if you can shout those out, that would be absolutely fantastic, as we do get the trusty cameraman Derek in for these men's to be able to be seen. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing?
That's not Revan.
Not Sean.
I tried putting my headset on, but it didn't work.
Put it on over it.
Oh?
Put it on over it.
Oh, that's Jack.
Yo, why is Mr. Drac Trueblade 16 dressed up? Who is he for Halloween?
Oh, okay. He's ready. He's ready for you.
Can you show off these costumes for us?
All right, so I'm Snorlax. This woman right here is Eevee. I don't know if you can put her hoodie up. There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice, nice.
There's Jason that wanted to be boring this year.
What did Jason go as? Did he go as Jason?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
hey,
Jason Magani is my favorite. My scariest monster.
I like the tree team and the liberal.
Yep.
Wait,
Yep.
It's the scariest thing I could think
Did
of.
you say liberal?
Yeah.
I thought you made a pun and said liberal, and I was like, it's weird because the next thing you said is they live among us or something like that, and I was like, liberals live. You're an alive person.
Nope.
Hello.
Whoa.
End the interview. End the interview.
Whoa.
I actually don't want to do the interview
I
anymore.
didn't. I didn't realize we were talking with the Spider-Man today. Holy!
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Mr. Spider-Man.
Hey, how's it going?
I can't take this seriously. Okay.
What do you mean? What do you?
Did you play in this? The mask and everything?
No. God,
If it
no.
was
Gotta
like
shake your head so far. Bro, you're not a real human being.
So would you like to introduce yourself for the fans at home as we start to get started?
Hi, everyone. I'm Miles Morales. I go to UHart, and I play Baptiste and a little bit of Anna.
Baptiste, a little bit of Anna. Love to hear it. You did just dox yourself, as now everybody knows the secret identity of Spider-Man. But
That's fine. That's fine.
you know, I'm Mr. J. Jonah Jameson. Is that his name?
he hates Spider-Man.
Wait. So you hate me?
Oh, I'm tilted as fuck.
Hey, I already got called a cracker already.
Oh my God.
So I can't wait for Peter to see the clip of what I did when I was called a cracker.
Oh, I didn't even see if you did anything. I can't.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So talk to us, Mr. Evan. How did the map feel? It was a clean 3-0 from our perspective. A little bit of technical errors here and there, but overall looked good. How did it feel on your end?
It felt amazing, honestly. Playing Ilios, I had a blast playing Ana. During Ilios, it felt really good. And as you saw, first point of Survasa, the second time, we whipped out the new comp. You know, it's in the works. It's in the works. But we got the okay from higher ups, and we tried it out. Didn't work so well, but like it was first time for everything. You know.
Of course, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So
Overall, it felt great.
it looked great. Going back to the Ana on Ilios, it felt so long ago I almost forgot, but the anti-nades that you were providing for your team was just such a key and critical aspect. It allowed the team to follow up. What do you look for when you're looking for those aggressive anti-nades?
I look for either DPS or supports that I can easily hit in the back line, so my tank and Echo can like try and dive them, or if anything, I try and anti the tank so I can put pressure on him or her.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Mr. Peter, anything from you?
I'm so fucking tilted. I'm tilted because I got psyoped. I actually got psyoped so early. Like, I think you did a fantastic job. I still think that you deserve player of the match. It was a fantastic effort, not only on the Ana from Ilios, but on King's Row specifically. We saw amazing work from you. But that was about when the psyop started. See, we started getting some chats in the in the chat, right? In our UHeart esports chat from NIFT FPS saying that Sean is doing great. Revan is doing fantastic. He's doing a good job. And then I started to look at you a little bit more. I got a second monitor. I get to see the Baptiste in action.
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
it's
sir.
just because your ass is wearing a whole Spider-Man costume. A whole Spider-Man costume. I don't even know if you did good anymore. I don't even know. I can't be objective anymore. I'm like Honduras and you're like the CIA. NIFT is like the CIA to me. I don't know what's true anymore. Was this a free and open fair election? I don't understand, but we can jump into some questions from the chat. We do have some from NIFT FPS that I'm interested in to find out the truth on. So let's get into the rapid fire. So, who's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero?
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, it's Spider-Man.
Shocker. All right. Who is your favorite gym buddy?
My favorite. Oh shit. Damn. You know, you can have multiple favorite gym buddies. So it would have to be the trio Tim, Caden, Arlo. Those are my three favorites. Mm-hmm.
Four-man
That's a
squad,
solid
I
one.
see.
Yes, sir.
Four-man squad.
That's a solid one. And if you had to choose somebody that's not you currently in the room with the best costume so you can bring them on screen and we can laugh at them too. Not you. You have a fantastic one. It looks great. However,
Thank you.
you got to choose somebody else. Who's your favorite costume in the room right now?
Hold on. Give me a second.
Bro, I'm gonna beat his ass.
Leroy.
I'm glad he took the headset
Leroy,
off.
come here. Costume on?
Like,
What'd you say?
I'm gonna.
Put the headset
I
on,
didn't say
bro.
anything.
I was
We do
gonna
get to
say.
see Leroy.
Fucking-
Oh my!
The Dashiki? Oh wait, no, he's a priest. I think he's a priest.
Also, I think I unplugged
Whew.
the mic back. So
Actually, take the
I think your
headset.
mic's
Put
too
on
rusty.
the headset.
I think it was.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we hear you.
Now is
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
is
okay, we're chill.
what's the costume
Whoa,
inspiration? Are
I
you
can't
a
hear
priest? The
Oh, I did
Dashiki?
unplug something.
Bro, oh my
Fuck.
god.
Wait, uno momento.
Ah, tough.
I'm blinded. I can't.
Somebody in chat said propaganda. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm so done. Arlo just DM'd me, you are not immune to propaganda 40 times. Like Jesus Christ.
This is when I need a second camera. So pretend my camera's off.
No, I'm
Okay, I can
pretending
hear
Now
I'm
I
not
now I
looking.
can just do a.
I can hear you guys now.
Oh, hello. We love the costume. I think Revan just gave it over to you as you have the second best costume in the entire room. I do gotta ask, are you a priest? Is this a dashiki? Give us a little bit about the inspiration where you
A
came
bit about
from.
both. This is a traditional Catholic African somewhat of a dashiki, but more or less much more tribal.
Okay.
If you want to say. I got it from my trip back home, and yeah, I feel very at peace like Zen. I didn't play Zen, but like you know what I mean. Like I feel very
Hey, you
calm.
might have not played Zen, but you played in the Zen and you played in the Iris today. I want to give a huge shout out to you as well, so we can give you a personal touch. It was a fantastic effort from the backline. You guys hard carried today. Oh my God, nothing. Sorry. What were you talking about?
I we were
I
we were
can't say
we,
what I saw on stream. I can't. It's okay. Hi, Leroy. We don't have any questions specifically for you. Thank you, Father, for blessing me and getting rid of my impure thoughts. Um, Instead, we're going to continue on with this interview. And instead, throw it over to Adam for the final question.
Well, there was one question in chat which was directed towards Revan, but can easily be adapted to you as well. So what's your thought process in deciding positioning in such tight time spans, such as the last 10% of the last point? This is yeah.
And we're specifically talking about what map?
Probably the final fight.
Okay, the final fight. Let's see here. I don't know. It's more or less like I kind of want to just have a way to just see kind of like most of the fight and basically everyone in it, and so essentially it kind of during the fight it definitely went kind of separated or a wire, but I think most of it was kind of like just to get a good angle on like who's there and what we could possibly like come up with to my brother.
What?
Oh, my fault. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
Give me the...
Yeah, but most of that positioning was like natural, a little natural, a little bit of thinking, a little bit of scrappiness. But we made it work.
Oh shit. Brilliant. And final question for you and Sean, and I believe I hear Mr. Ori Maru in the background is, what's coming up next? What do you guys got next? Currently 6-0 on the season. It's a Tuesday night on a college campus. It's a Halloween. It's almost November. What's the vibes? What are we thinking, Chief?
I'm thinking maybe spend the rest of the night with a few of my boys. Maybe say a few prayers. As we walk through the shadow of death. I feel like. Yes, my brother. Amen.
Some might say, as I walk through the valley where I harvest my grain, I take a look at my wife and realize she's very plain.
What verse was that?
But that's just
I think it was
perfect,
Alphonse.
perfect
No, it's
for
in the
an
Bible.
Amish
That's
like me.
It's Alphonse 13:12. You should read your scripture, my brother.
You know we shun fancy things like electricity.
Yes. It was
It's a banger
very
verse.
blurry in my mind. Yeah, it was very blurry in my mind. Of course, I know it's all about. Yes, amen to that.
Amen. Amen. Oh my God, Spider-Man is black.
Oh, heavy, bro.
This whole time?
Yo, anybody in chat get my know my reference?
Oh, I mean, this is your brother's costume.
Peter probably does.
That shit. It's not
I want to go home.
Leroy, have you ever heard of Weird Al Yankovic?
I believe not, my brother. I do not.
I will send you some songs, and I hope you enjoy them.
Do they have any curse words?
No.
No,
Are you sure?
he's a clean rapper.
Clean. Okay.
Of God. You would say he's a holy
Some may
man.
say of God.
Yeah, especially the one that Adam's probably gonna send you first. You should send him the Amish Paradise.
I appreciate it, my brother.
I will.
Yeah, well, hey, we appreciate the gameplay. We hope that you guys are able to make it a clean 7-0 next week. Fantastic job today. You guys did a great job. Hope that you learn a lot and study your prayers. Make sure that you bless up and always pay tithing as well. Solid effort from everybody, but especially from the back line. So thank you guys.
We want to eat.
And
Please.
have a good one.
We want to eat.
Walk
Have a good one too.
blessed upon the nation
Thank
today.
you too. God bless your heart.
Oh no, disconnecting.
Thank you. God bless you too, sir.
No, it's
My brother.
disconnected.
I rebuke you today.
Kick him out. If all of our hands are up, he's throwing gang signs. Spider-Man's going gang signs. Praise!
I don't even want to disconnect.
This is the worst interview I think we've ever given.
Thank God. Get it? Thank God. Get it?
And
Do you get it? You know what I love? You know what I absolutely love? I don't know why. I love that you don't just leave before I disconnect, before I end stream. You always wait, even though...
I have to tell you something.
Well, the stream is not over yet.
I can't say it on stream.
Alright, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye stream. This is what Ludwig does. Bye-bye. Alright.
Okay, bye stream. We'll see you
Alright,
tomorrow.
goodbye.
But maybe not tomorrow, but maybe the other day.
Alright,
Okay,
maybe,
bye
maybe,
now.
Maybe
Bye.
next Tuesday. Maybe
Maybe next.
maybe 8 o'clock. Maybe 7.
Maybe 8 o'clock.
It
7
may be a
o'clock.
bye
Maybe
week.
8 o'clock.
Playoffs
We'll
may
figure
start
it
2
out.
weeks from now.
We have no
Samoa
idea.
is available
We'll
for
figure it
the
out.
next week. of
Nobody
matches.
selected it, but
It
you know,
hasn't been
Samoa.
available
Oh, never
until
mind. It hasn't
until
been
next
available up
week.
at this point. But yeah, it's
So bye bye
Michael
bye
Samoa.
bye.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
Mike
Goodbye. now.
Gamoa.
Goodbye.